like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. A Middle Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Swift for sale, like 5 below.
Yeah, in the club now like I'm Diddy. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and take a mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age of nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future.
Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack-sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash, past the moat train. Soft stuff, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. But it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Now Penix to the air right away. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Penix. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Go, Rick. Hop 70. Hop 70.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready?
Back to throw. Quinn. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Set. 70 line.
Looking to throw. Quinn. Alvin Kamara wheeling it in on back-to-back plays. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
19.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
You talk about this Falcon defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
2nd and 10.
Ready? Back to 60. Back to 60.
Back to throw. Quinn. We take it in by Shaheed. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Come on.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Looking to throw. Quinn. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You talk about this Falcon defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the gun on third down, Quinn. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with the mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Throwing to start the drive. Quinn. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum? It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
70 line, tracking 60. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Penix. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. To the air, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with career touchdown number 70. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
That's the score. Falcons 21, Saints nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Come on.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 35, here's second down at 7.
Here we go. Strike. 19 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Quinn. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On the counter, here's Kamara. They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
70 Lions.
Off play action. Quinn going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Quinn shoves him aside. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
18 Runner. 18. 19 Charger. 19 Charger.
On 4th down, Quinn. That's to his running back, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they're just...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Come on. Hey.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
70.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Back to throw. Quinn. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
First and 10. Their own 46-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a 2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. They'll throw with Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw Penix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught left side. Their tight end Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
Throwing again, Penix. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and is stopping short of the first. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Unlock Lions.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Liking 18.
Looking to throw. Quinn. He finds his man Johnson. The 1st-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. 1st down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Ready.
And they'll run it here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Saints.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Rafter 80.
Off the play fake. Quinn. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Jack Panther. Ready.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
On the check.
It's a quarterback sneak. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A.J. Brown, 39 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that nearly intercepted. But a free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. Quinn. He completes it to Olave. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
First and
Here we
10
go,
at the
set.
37-yard line.
Bronco 80.
In motion, the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Fighting down inside the 25. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Saints first down. A gain of 14. And the Saints first down.
Tag. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Hut, hut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Back to Kamara for another catch. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14.
Hey. 70 Timberwolves. Check out.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
70 Lions. Cougar 19. Ready, right?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready up.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Come on, come on.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
For the Saints. First down.
Let's go now.
First and 10
Hut,
at
70,
the
hut,
44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Quinn. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
Intercepted.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he pushes forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Robinson with another carry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the